Greetings. It is episode 19 of The Mental Millennials. I'm Liz, and this is my co-host.
I'm Sequoia.
And we are back with another episode before our 20th.
Yeah, one more before 20.
We should have been there, but we've been vacationing. Life has been lifing, but we ball.
We ball.
We have a lot to talk about today. Not a lot, but a
Heavy.
major topic,
Yeah.
a heavy topic,
Heavy
or just
stuff.
a topic that's a little controversial right now.
Mhm.
But before we get into it, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the trip that I just went on
Without me.
without my best friend and co-host. That was very somber of me to leave her behind because I truly do not want to. She is like my forever what do you call that person?
Plus one.
And so, the friend whose birthday we were celebrating, she purposely
Didn't invite me?
takes people away. No, she doesn't let
okay.
anyone have a plus one. Like, it's
Oh.
strategic. Like, she won't let, it's all about her. So it's like, it was actually pretty interesting because everyone there was a best friend from a different point in life. She had her best friend from middle school, her best friend from high school, which was me, her best friend from college, and her best friend from adult life.
Interesting.
And so she put all those best friends together and created a girls trip.
Cute.
And so shout out to Kara. It is actually her birthday today, but she won't be seeing this probably until God knows when.
Few weeks. It'll be a few weeks beyond.
We're a little backlogged, but we went to Asheville, North Carolina. North Carolina is a red state below the Mason-Dixon line, so it is a southern state. And as a Black person, you do get a little weary going to southern states.
I was weary for you.
Yeah, I was weary going to a southern state, especially with a lot of white girls, even though I know them. You just never know how your experience will be. I'll say that. I did have a good time with those girls, but like I said, as a Black woman, sometimes people can say things that are harmful or microaggressive that they don't even realize they're saying, but it can still be harmful to you. So I was a little cautious, but I did survive the trip. Asheville is gorgeous. That is a very white space as well. I was probably one of few Black people, if the only.
I was going to say, were there others?
No, except for one place where we went apple picking, and I don't even know if that was actually Asheville because we drove a bit away to go do the apple picking. And I feel like that because it was more of like a kind of like a tourist attraction, like Bedner's Farm, that like people were coming out from wherever they were to go do the apple picking event. But naturally, like wherever we were in Asheville, if we were hiking, if we were like at a cafe, I was probably the only Black person there. Everyone was super friendly, had that Southern charm. I didn't have any bad experiences with the locals.
Love that.
Everybody that was serving us or being a vendor, super lovely, super nice. So I had a great time. As far as that goes, we were in the mountains, which is gorgeous. I think as a South Floridian, we were like in a very flat, very developed area. South Florida itself is a swamp, but it's a swamp that we've built nice houses on, beautiful hotels on. So we have like a lot of that stuff. It's almost like a swamp city.
Not a swamp city.
Like you got Miami, but it's literally underwater in a
It's
sense.
definitely underwater.
And so it's good
below
to see.
sea level.
Below sea level. Yes, the correct term. But it was good to see like God's natural beauty, like just seeing green. It was so much green, so much untouched land. Or like if it was touched, it was someone's farmland and they had acres on acres. Like it was beautiful in that sense. I don't get to see mountains here or be in the mountains here. So that was really cool. I almost died several times because I am a little asthmatic. And the higher you go, the thinner the air is. So thank God
you
I
didn't
brought
die.
my pump. Yeah, if I didn't bring that albuterol, I swear I wouldn't have made it on the hikes. So take your breath and your limitations seriously. But one thing I did think about is like, man, I really want Black people, and this is for the Black people that are like maybe in other, like I'm sure the Black people that are in these mountainous areas or in these outdoorsy areas, they take advantage of the outdoors. But I really want Black people to go vacation and experience the outdoors a little bit more. I know like Black people like to go to Miami. We like to go to Houston. We like to party, go to hookah lounges and do cute brunches. And it's like, that's all good and well. Even, maybe go jet skiing in Miami. That's cool. But I think if you just like literally just like step out and go walk on a trail and just literally do nothing but look around and enjoy God's beauty, There's something really beautiful and like grounding in that. So I literally stopped and smelled the roses, you know, literally smelled. And I found some really good smelling ones. So that was cool.
Love that.
Yeah, I just want to encourage all my Black travelers to visit a mountainous area, go hiking, you know, put your fingers in the cold river, go swimming if you dare. If you don't want to get a brain-eating parasite. But yeah, fully recommend Asheville. Maybe not by yourself as a Black person. Bring a white. But yeah.
Okay.
Other than that, it was good.
Love that for you.
Do you have any grievances?
I don't know if I have any grievances. I mean, I definitely have a little case of the bad bitch blues, but
What are the bad bitch blues?
the blues that a bad bitch gets.
Ooh, okay.
No, I mean, honestly, yeah, I just got a little case of the bad bitch blues for sure. Just the state of the country and just personal shit, but you know, nothing will take me down.
Okay. I know that's right.
Because, you know, I got God on my side.
100%.
But yeah, I mean, no, I don't really have, I mean, the world is a grievance right now, honestly. So, yeah.
Yeah, the world is a grievance. Yes, as it has been for quite a while. I do want to say, I see something interesting.
Oh, yeah, I was going to show. So we have new Mental Millennials merch.
Yes.
Mind you, our pen also says
The Mental Millennials.
The Mental Millennials.
So, you know, we'll be writing down our notes.
We'll have notes. If you want one, contact us. Put it in the comments.
Okay. You know, I like to keep mine private from Sequoia. She doesn't know what I write in mine. I take my diary very seriously.
Okay. Okay, diary.
But we're glad to have it.
I actually journaled a lot this
You did?
weekend. Not in here.
Okay.
But in general, yeah.
Okay, I love that for you.
Yeah, when I get the bad bitch blues, I be journaling.
Ooh.
That's when I write my best work.
Yeah. Well, for sure. Like,
you know,
my diaries would be like, I hate this girl, Samantha.
Okay. No, that's when I write all my best poems when I have, you know, when I'm in this.
That's great.
Yeah, so I wrote some pretty good poems. You know, I'm pretty proud of them.
You get artistic when you live.
I get very artistic, very creative. Yeah, I definitely go into that space.
That's really cool. I mean, that's usually what artists do.
Mm-hmm.
I probably think I get creative when I am happy, in a happy space.
I find I actually, it's funny. I was thinking about that. I write very little when I'm in a good space.
Interesting.
Like when I'm in a happy space, I probably write every like blue moon and it almost feels forced.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm a happy creative. You're a sad creative. Not a sad creative, but you're inspired by your emotions.
Yeah.
I'm inspired by, I guess, my mood, my happy mood.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. Because, yeah, like when I'm sad on the pod, like, you know, low energy.
Yeah.
But not that I'm in a happy. I feel like motivated because I'm like.
Because you're talking about some shit you want to talk about. Not angry,
but yeah, I'm just a little like disappointed, upset, a little like, I don't know. I don't want to raise my blood pressure. But but it is September 17th. So by now, it would have been over a week since the tragic and disturbing shooting of Charlie Kirk. First of all, did you know Charlie Kirk before
I had no idea who Charlie Kirk was. It's not funny, but like, I mean, I literally had no idea who the guy was until this incident. Yeah. I had no idea.
I think that was a lot for people that weren't his audience. Yeah. For me, I do love the political space, so I knew who Charlie Kirk was. For me, he just wasn't my cup of tea. Was not a listener to his podcast, but I would see a couple clips here and there of him on campus debating with students, and that was that.
Is that what he was, a podcaster?
Yeah, he has a podcast called Turning Point.
Oh, okay.
But then he's also known for, like, I guess, taking the podcast around. Or not even like the podcast. He just goes to college campuses and holds like live debates. So you can like, and so that's where I knew him from. I would see clips of like live debates of students like going toe to toe with him.
Gotcha.
And so, yeah, like I was at work when I saw that he got shot, like he hadn't died yet. And I was just like, oh my God, is this even real? Like it looked so graphic. Did you actually see the shooting?
Unfortunately, I saw the shooting. I saw it up close. But yeah, no, I saw the video up close. It was very disturbing. And it's interesting because I watch a lot of gangster movies. I am a gangster, low-key, but this was different. Like, I can watch things like that on shows. Like, I watch Power. Like, I watch a lot of very, like, gruesome shows where they show that type of, like, violence. But to, like, know that it was real life is just, I don't know, man. That shit is disturbing for real.
Yeah, no, very disturbing.
It was very
like
disturbing.
I said, it looked almost fake because, like,
yeah,
you know, the red stuff was gushing.
It was bad.
Clearly, people were in shock because the audience almost didn't even conceptualize what just happened.
I mean, how could you? It's like they were just don't know what you're looking at until you really know what you're looking at, and then you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And the most crazy thing of all, it's like in front of hundreds, if not thousands of people, including his family, and maybe some colleagues of his. So absolutely insane. While that was insane, for a lot of people that weren't his audience or weren't his supporters, I would say, like, his supporters were people that are conservative, but more so the extreme conservatives, which we now know as, like, MAGA. So he spoke, very, I wouldn't say radically, but just very, very right ideas and beliefs. Very disparaging to Black people. I didn't really pay attention to if he said anything about foreigners or other topics. I know, he would say things like if his daughter was SA'd and she was pregnant by her SA'er, he would force her to keep it at 10 years old. Little controversial notes like that. But as far as the things, as far as the things that relate to my people, very disparaging towards Black people, especially Black people who went to schools that had affirmative action policies, which almost every school did up until recently. He thought, Black people had half a brain and maybe didn't deserve to be there. And we went to a school that had an affirmative action policy because that just was a thing. It doesn't mean that we got, we were admitted into school because of the affirmative action policy.
Right.
And also, this Black woman made a great point. Just because I got into the school, my degree, me graduating the school, has nothing to do with affirmative action. Like, the grades that I received, my GPA has nothing to do with affirmative action.
Period.
So that was kind of it's a little baseless of a point. But those were kind of the things he said, and the way that he was very divisive and polarizing. Now in his death has two sides, or the world, but the U.S. kind of in this polarized place right now because people are kind of grappling with, okay, this is a very traumatic, crazy thing that happened to him. We wouldn't wish it on anyone. Also, I didn't like the guy. Or also, I love the guy. But it's more so like the people who loved the guy and the people who didn't love the guy. And we all agree that, like, this is crazy, or at least most of us. But now, like, it's almost like the people that love the guy are forcing the people that didn't love the guy to, like, love him now because he was unalived.
Yeah.
Or at least respect him now because he was unalived. And I think that's very hypocritical. I think what hurt me in all this, or what surprised me, was seeing my friends post so, like, romantically about him. And so they were so saddened and it was so heartbroken. I get that. Like, if you supported him and you liked him, that was your fave. I understand your deep emotions. It's just when...
But where was that energy for so many other people, individuals
who were unalived
in very tragic, awful ways?
Yes.
The fact that people... I mean, listen, I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm not one of those ones that went down this rabbit hole and whatever, because, like, I like to protect my peace. But, like, the fact that people were even bringing up George Floyd, but, like, in a way that was negative, just, like, it just is, like, crazy to me.
Yeah.
It's crazy because, like, I know people that defend the police that unalived George Floyd, that are speaking so highly and like respect Charlie Kirk so much,
or they're so traumatized,
or they're so they're so hurt, they're so like upset about it. But it's like, why were you not that upset for this? You know, it was like, he has a family, he has kids. Well, so did George Floyd.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that to me is just like, if you don't like it, if it's tragic, it should be tragic across the board when it happens to anybody.
Charlie Kirk was unalived, one shot, swift. We saw it, it was graphic, very quick. George Floyd, I think it was like, what was it? It was a long time. Minutes.
Yeah, like a good amount of minutes.
We had to watch him
beg for his life.
Beg for his life. Cry for his mother, who wasn't there, as a grown man.
Yeah.
Literally, slowly unalived, in agonizing pain. We got to witness it not just once, because I feel like that video was shared over and over and over and over and over and over. And this was like COVID time, so we had nothing to do to distract us from seeing that video over and over and over again. Like, I was sick to my stomach.
I never, thank God, watched it.
And it is, oh, you didn't?
Never.
Oh my God.
And I'm grateful for it.
Yeah.
That would, I think, honestly, I think that was God not allowing me to watch that, because that would like, the way that would hurt me is like on another level.
It would hurt you and it would anger you even more.
Yeah.
Because mind you, this is the very reality. People are like, oh my gosh, you shouldn't be unalived for what you have to say and your viewpoints. And while that's true, when we talk about, I'm coming from a legal standpoint, when we talk about the First Amendment or the Constitution in general, the Constitution governs what state actors, which means our government, our mayors, you know, like government bodies can do to people, or how they, you know, interact with the people. So when your school, which is a government body, does something to offend your rights, you can say that's unconstitutional. If your school limits your speech, you can say, well, I have free speech, that's unconstitutional. But the Constitution has nothing to do with people, with private citizens. So I can say, Sequoia, shut up, and she can't say, it's my First Amendment right to speak. I am not a government actor, so she can't hold me to a government actor's standards. You know, like, I'm just a person. Just like your job, like, if it's not a government entity, they can tell you what you can and cannot say. You can't say, oh, it's my First Amendment. They're private citizens. It's a private corporation. They can do what they want. And so in that way, a person killing another person because of, and we don't even know really why, but let's say allegedly because of their viewpoints and what they stand for and what they have said, has nothing to do with your constitutional right. Just free speech. I don't know why people keep saying it. A lot of even news pundits say it. I know that not all news, you know, they might not have gone to law school. I just don't know why we're saying this free speech thing, and it has nothing to do with a government actor. It's not, but George Floyd was unalived by a government actor.
Yeah.
He was unalived by a police officer with other police officers standing by. And those people are paid by us and our tax dollars to protect us.
Yep.
And why was he not unalived? Not because he was talking crazy, not because they didn't agree with him, because he allegedly maybe stole something that was worth $20.
$20.
And so that stealing something worth $20
is worth his whole life.
Is worth his whole life.
Crazy.
And then afterwards, when people like me are mourning this on the internet, the people that were defending the police officers were also saying, oh, well, he was a crackhead.
He was a crackhead. He was a criminal. He was a this. He was a that.
And it's like, I'm confused.
What?
Since when does being a crackhead mean that you should die or be unalived? You have mass pewers in schools that don't get the death penalty. So you can pew a bunch of children, and even the government says, we're not going to unalive you. We're going to just keep you in jail for a long time. So why would a man who maybe allegedly stole something worth $20 be unalived? And now everyone's defending the fact
now
that
it's
he was
Blue
unalived.
Lives Matter.
Yeah, now it's Blue Lives Matter. You have the black and blue flag. And those same people are the same people that are in absolute disarray. Mourning the fact that a person, a regular citizen who is not a cop, who is paid to protect us, just some lunatic, pews your fave. And it's so unjust. It's called murder. Murder is unjust. People get murdered every day, B.
Every day.
It's terrible. But now you have people blaming a they.
Yeah.
Who's a they?
Yeah.
Like, seriously, who's they? It was allegedly one 22-year-old white man in Utah, which I believe is also a red state.
Gotta be.
Who is they? You have people literally blaming the left, which if you think about the left, you're going to say Democrats. That's nearly like 50% of the voting population for one lone wolf 22-year-old white boy's actions. I'm very confused by that because we didn't say they murdered Breonna Taylor. We didn't say they murdered Sandra Bland. We didn't say they murdered Tamir Rice. We didn't say they murdered Sonia Massey. We didn't say they murdered Trayvon Martin. We didn't say they murdered George Floyd. You know, like, so where is this they coming from? That's really like, that's what's hurting me because it's just becoming so polarizing for no reason. Mourn your loss of your fave and please keep it moving. The fact that a black student, Troy Reed, was hung 5 days
I haven't
later.
seen anybody, FYI. I have not seen anybody, the same people that were, Charlie Kirk, which it is bad, don't get me wrong. But not one of those same people have said anything about this young black student hanging from a fucking tree.
Yep. Not a word.
That's crazy.
And we didn't say they did this to Troy Reed. As a matter of fact, Troy Reed was a student at Delta State University, which is in Mississippi, which is kind of like the most racist state in the United States. It's what anyone would say.
No, but literally.
It's not like they're called, the most racist state in the United States, like we're called the Sunshine State. But we know, like...
when it's said and done, all them slave movies started in Mississippi.
Right. If we're going to say a sundown town, that's a sundown state.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be there in certain parts.
In certain parts, yeah.
And so this student was found hanging from a tree at 7 a.m. in the morning with his legs broken, okay? And he's black. And they said there was no foul play. I want to know who breaks their legs
before they hang themselves.
Finds a way to hang themselves.
Whatever.
I mean, this is educational. I mean,
whatever.
Consider this news. Like,
consider this
news. This isn't sensational. This is what it is.
Yeah.
I just think that for us to swiftly say there was no foul play, all that we're asking is for there to be an investigation. That's our call out. We're saying investigate this more. We're not saying they did this. We're not blaming a side. We're not blaming half the population. We're just saying, please investigate this more. It doesn't seem right. Because that's sensical. That makes sense. The reaction of a lot of people, even some friends of mine, I was like, yo, before they even knew who the shooter was, and mind you, the shooter...
The pew-pewer.
The pew-pewer neither identifies as Republican or Democrat. He's never voted before, ever. He's 22 years old, so in our eyes, he's a child. I look at a 22-year-old college student as a child. Your prefrontal cortex has not developed.
Correct.
Why are you saying he represents the whole or the half of American voters? Like, in what world? The half of American voters that happen to be the ones who actually care, who care about the children that are being unalived in Palestine, who care about the needy, who want the homeless to have shelter, who want there to be welfare programs, like, who want there to be more schools.
School funding.
Why would you say those people that are soft to you, who care too much, who have empathy, which Charlie Kirk said empathy wasn't a real thing. It was a made-up thing, probably by the left. So the people that are more empathetic, that's who you're blaming for, a lunatic unaliving Charlie Kirk. That's pretty, that's nonsensical to me. Yeah. So, yeah. That's where I stand on that.
Yeah.
All I can ask is that you guys just make sense. Call a spade when you need to call a spade. If you, like I said, you could be sad about your fave dying or being unalived by a crazy guy and let it be that. Tupac got unalived. Biggie got unalived. We were sad about those things.
Still sad
about those things. But we didn't say half the voting population. Right. It's on them.
Right.
It's their fault.
Right.
We're lunatics. Okay. By the way, 2 Democratic lawmakers, 2 Democratic congressmen from Minnesota were shot in their homes.
Pew-pewed.
Pew-pewed. One, in particular, Melissa Hortman, and her husband and her dog were actually unalived in their homes by a known Republican. So he was identified with. And so, did we say they, though? No. Did they fly the flags at half-mast for them? No. I think they asked Trump to call Tim Walz, which is the governor of Minnesota, and he said, why would I call him? Why would I call that guy? That was the response from the president. And so we can't say that we...
But can we also talk about the response of the president after he was asked about the unaliving of Charlie Kirk?
Oh, yeah. So after he gave his I'm not going to say it was PR, but it was very quick how it was like, fly the flags at half-mast. Mm-hmm. He's getting a posthumous Presidential Medal of Freedom. And he had an escort. He had like an escort that was befitting of like a war general, who died in war. They had military carry his casket from one plane to another. It was very beautiful, really. But it wasn't befitting of a podcaster who's never served in the military. If you're going to go back based off procedure. And the next day, though, the very next day, the
next day,
Trump was asked, like, how's he doing? How's he feeling? He's like, I think I'm very good.
I'm very good. And did you notice the trucks back here? Because they're building a ballroom for the White House.
Yeah.
And that hasn't happened in 150 years.
The
new ballroom.
He was stoked about it. And actually, breaking news today, September 17th, Jimmy Kimmel makes a joke about Trump's response. Not about Charlie Kirk's unaliving, but Trump's response. And the Jimmy Kimmel show, the Jimmy Kimmel late night show, is now canceled forevermore, indefinitely. I love Jimmy Kimmel. Like, I cannot believe that.
I know. How are you going to take Jimmy Kimmel from us?
And mind you, people are saying you shouldn't get unalived free speech, right? Jimmy Kimmel doesn't have free speech to make a joke about the president's remarks after the next day. His show gets canceled. He was a staple for late night television, and show got canceled indefinitely. And
I love Jimmy Kimmel.
Unfortunately, these are like the semblances of a country that's has a dictatorship, a country that's a fascist country, like, when you can't say anything negative about your president in China, or can't say anything negative about your president in North Korea, that's what it's giving. Mm-hmm. And we're the United States of America. And
we're not that united.
We're not united, right?
We're not united right now.
But we do have a constitution. And like you said, we care about free speech. We are allowed to speak negatively about the president. That's a part of the things that our founding fathers fought for, because they weren't allowed to speak negatively about King George. So they're like, you know what? When we start our own shit, we want to make sure we can talk our shit and not get hung and strung and quartered. And so that's one of the great things about this country. And so now, like I said, like a late night television staple is no more. Who's next? Or are we going to, is everyone going to live in fear now and not be able to make jokes? He's a comedian.
I know. It's crazy.
It is crazy. Luckily, we're not big enough to get taken off YouTube.
Yet.
But but yeah, it's a scary thought. You guys need to freaking chill out. Those of you that are blaming half the population for one man's actions. Touch some grass, be real, be sensible with these things. Mourn your guy. Don't blame me. And please leave Black people out of it. We have nothing to do with that.
Please leave Black people out of it.
But just leave us out of it. We, respectfully.
Respectfully.
And someone, I said that on my Instagram, and one of my white friends said, well, leave us out of it too. And I was like, yeah, you know what? No one wants to be included. Blame the guy. Blame the 22-year-old. I think his name is Tyler. Blame Tyler.
Damn, not
for
Tyler.
Tyler's action. Oh, poor thing. Blame Mr. T for his actions.
Well, it's got to be a Tyler.
Right.
Not as tatted on me too.
Right.
Damn.
Leave everyone else out of it, please. Okay. Anyway.
And that's only one fucked up thing that happened in the world this week. There were so many, but
we'll talk about it another day.
Who wants to talk about that shit?
Right.
It's just sad. We just like, where do we live? I'm telling you, moving to St. Thomas is sounding more promising every day.
Listen.
Every day. One of the things they talked about was like the low crime rate. Mm-hmm. That was like a big like thing that a lot of people, oh my God, this lash. That was a big thing that a lot of people talked about that moved there. They were like, bro, I could walk to work and like not have to worry about anything. Yeah. Like the crime rate's so low.
Yeah. I love that. It's like, who has time to do a crime? Who has
time? We're on island time.
It's island time. We
have
the beach.
Island time. We don't got time for that.
Yeah. Like, and I love that for them.
I love that for them, and I want to join them.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not opposed.
I'm telling you.
Go. Listen, you at least know where you might retire.
Facts.
Save that money and build your little house.
I'm telling you.
House in the mountains on a beach, baby. Let's go to the beach. Beach. Let's go get away.
Sounds like a dream.
I think everyone needs that. Like, I have like my escape to Haiti.
Oh my God. Escape. Yes. St. Thomas will be my escape.
I love it for you.
Thank you. I love it for me too.
I'll be sure to visit.
Duh. The fuck? You'll probably live with me.
I'll be living in the pool house. I'll have my own quarters.
She'll literally live with me.
It'll be a compound.
And I'm not mad at it.
Period. I'm not mad at it either.
I am not mad. All right. Well, that was a very heavy topic, but I feel like it was good.
Yeah, it was. It needed to be said. We can't pretend like things aren't happening around us.
Yeah.
And we're gonna talk about certain things, though they may be heavy, when they do happen. So I hope that you can expect honest conversations from us.
Always.
Yeah.
And if we like really blow up, then you get even more. Like we can really like
get in there.
Get into it.
Yeah. You want us to be controversial? We might get controversial, but not right now. Not with my job, honey.
Not with my job, honey.
But anyways, I think we're going to keep it brief.
Keep it cute.
Keep it cute. We love you guys. Thank you for supporting us. Those that do.
Those that don't.
Please support us if this is your first time. She was not flicking you off.
I was.
And there's our honesty. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Follow our social media pages, Instagram @TheMentalMillennials, on TikTok, sequoia.liz.
And we'll link it in the bio in case you don't know how to spell sequoia, because it's not spelled like the tree.
Oh, we need to do that.
Yeah.
I have not done that. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and link that in our bio for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, follow us. You can see Sequoia's most recent video in St. Thomas. She's doing the It Depends challenge.
Oh, yeah. Killed that shit.
She tried to teach me, but
yeah.
It was like, I can learn choreography for sure.
For sure. She's danced in many weddings.
Literally, like, what the hell? So maybe we'll have Sequoia come here and teach us more challenges.
Oh.
In the future. We can do a little.
I doubt it, but okay. What is... Oh. Girl. That was the one... That was the one challenge I could do because I like the song and I like the movement.
Loves Chris Brown too.
I love Chris Brown. So. I can't believe nobody wanted to go to the concert with me, and here it is, Kayla Nicole getting grinded on stage.
Shout out to Kayla Nicole that got grinded on. That
she grounded back. I see in the comments says she F's back, and I said I know that's right.
Yeah. I mean, she's fit, so she got the hip reflexors.
Honey, you better know about it.
I don't know anything about it, though.
We be in the gym, not we, like we, because we a we.
Yeah. Who's a we?
Me and Kayla.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant me. Whatever. I be coming to the gym soon.
I try to get her to the gym, and
I'm gonna come to the gym soon.
She's been saying that since April.
Maybe telling my business much.
Yep, where we keep it real, raw, and unfiltered.
Okay, so let me think of something to tell of yours.
That's crazy.
Maybe
All right, team. We love you guys.
Bye.